So, you're struggling through a breakup, no appetite, trouble sleeping, and you're wondering if you'll ever be happy again. In this video, I'll explain exactly why the breakup hurts so much and 3 keys to stop the pain. My name is Dr. Lilli. I've been studying the science of relationships for over a decade. I went from anxiously attached to secure, and now I help others do the same. Most people approach breakups entirely wrong, which is why it can take months or even years to recover. Watch till the end so you know exactly what not to do and what to do instead. Here's what's actually happening when you're going through a breakup. When you were in the relationship, all of those feel-good neurotransmitters that were super high during the relationship, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and vasopressin, are suddenly tanked. You're no longer getting those positive, feel-good feelings from those neurotransmitters because that person that was the stimulus or reason why you were feeling that good is suddenly gone. And now that high from the romance and the love has tanked, making it feel even worse than if you were to not have had that romance at all. Like they say, love is a drug. So now your brain and your body are going through a chemical withdrawal. This is truly like breaking free from an addiction. And just like an addiction, in this grief period after a breakup, you are feeling even more desire and more motivation to get that feel-good substance, the love, back into your life. This is why you're probably trying to come up with any way that you could have done better or what you could do to fix the relationship so that you can have this person back into your life. This attachment and withdrawal is even stronger if you were in a trauma bond. That's because in trauma bonds, you're getting reward and punishment or withdrawal at random intervals, which is creating more of an addiction and more of a high. Because you never know when you're going to hear from them or when you're going to get a positive response from them, this creates an even greater spike in dopamine when you do, building that addiction and that sense of attachment. So it's not just love that you're having to recover from, but it's also the attachment to the hot and cold cycles that were present in a trauma-bonded relationship. So all of this pain isn't just from love, it's largely attachment. And when that source of attachment has been taken away, the source of the good feelings and the good times, this can make you feel like you're dying because humans are wired for safety. And when we no longer have that thing that we're attached to, the thing that is giving us a sense of self-worth or reassurance, even if they're hot and cold, we suddenly feel like our sense of safety has been taken away because we feel the sense of abandonment from them. And if we are abandoned, that means we are alone and at a greater risk of death or dying. And here's the place where most people get stuck. They believe that time heals all wounds. Well, that is not true. Time can make the wound not hurt so badly, but the time doesn't actually heal the wound. What heals the wound is intentional effort for repair. Again, this is why it's so easy for people to get stuck on an ex for months and years to come because they never healed the wound inside themselves that is being triggered by the abandonment from their ex. Most people after a breakup will avoid their feelings. They might do this by turning to social media, alcohol, drugs, or even another person or relationship. And while that may be a good distraction for the time, it doesn't actually address the feelings and emotions and the pain that is coming up from the breakup. This is why even after they seem to recover from the breakup, they might end up with another person that has the same unhealthy patterns and characteristics that their ex had. And so they continue to be in relationships with people that are unhealthy for them because they never healed the root cause. They simply avoided the feelings. So the 3 things that you can do to help you get over the breakup pain and actually avoid the mistake of staying attached to your ex for months and years to come is 1. Start by staying busy. Now, this is going to sound like a contradiction to what I just said. However, you are going to stay busy not through the lens of avoiding your feelings, but by actually building better things into your life. So you are going to create a life that you love so much that you realize you didn't lose anything by losing that person. So when you're having those thought loops about what you could have done better or what that person is doing now, you instead turn to healthier habits that actually build up the other areas of your life. By doing this, you are teaching your brain that these other areas of your life are more important than thinking about your ex or the past relationship. Now, this is where most coaches will stop. They'll tell you to focus on the other areas of your life, and eventually the pain will go away. But that's where you're simply avoiding your feelings. The other part to this is you have to also address the emotions that are coming up. So every time you feel an emotion, you don't simply run away. You allow yourself to feel into that emotion. Where do you feel it in your body? Can you name the emotion that is coming up? Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to get angry, and have a healthy outlet for that. It's easy to want to fill your time by avoiding these feelings, but you have to create intentional time where you sit with the feelings that are coming up for you. Otherwise, you'll constantly be scrambling for the next thing that will give you that high and keep you from avoiding the pain that you don't want to face. When I work with my clients, I give them specific tools individualized to their needs to help them process through these emotions so that they don't get stuck in the body and you can actually release them and move forward. Because the only way to heal is to feel. And the last, most important thing that you need to do to heal and move forward from the breakup is to address these subconscious beliefs that are coming up for you. This is asking yourself, what part of me is being triggered by this abandonment? What beliefs or stories am I creating about myself because this person left me? Is it that I'm not enough? I'm not worthy of love? I'm unlovable? And what emotion is tied to this belief? Once you identify that emotion and the belief, then you can give yourself the feeling that you're actually searching for from that partner or the relationship. For example, if the feeling is feeling like you belong, you can recreate that feeling within yourself without anybody else present with you. This is the deep inner work that I do with my clients. We also unpack where these beliefs come from and rewire the subconscious to believe in something better or greater that actually serves you. Because here's the thing, you can heal from the breakup, but if you don't address the subconscious, you'll just end up in the same place, heartbroken and repeating the same cycles over and over. But you'll never know if you never do the reflection and gain the self-awareness about the patterns that are playing out in your current and past relationships already. If you want to dive deeper into your relationship blocks so that you can rewire those unhealthy patterns into healthy patterns and create the relationship that you desire, I offer free consultations. Just complete the coaching application linked below. Want to know if you're trauma bonded? Watch this video next.